switch things around for how things started at the Fall Major. And FURIA want to get a couple more eyes on them again, because I think a lot of people out there probably started sleeping on FURIA after their Fall Major performance.
Well, and a good start here could get all the eyes in the world looking at you. If you upset NRG or even take off, I'd say 2 games is huge for FURIA moving forward. And we've got Kyle to start things off against Garrett G, who's going to win so many 50-50s, playing that midfield role and really supporting that team. But of course, Squishy, that's the player I'm looking at. How is he going to impact this team in the same way that he did at the Fall Major?
FURIA's got control. Here comes Jan. He ends up missing the touch. It does freeze Justin on the back line. He gets puffed out of the way, and Kyle will strike first for FURIA.
Physical play. That's all it takes for FURIA. Justin, he wanted to take his time. He didn't expect everybody to miss on that shot. An early hit. He didn't keep possession. And one bump, you're out of here. Kyle gets the follow-up.
You know, it's the tactical whiffs. They work when the team expects you to make the touch. It can generate an opportunity for you. It happened for FURIA. So, good start, but a long way to go, even in this best of 5.
To be honest, if there's a player you want to bump that could get in their head, it's going to be Justin. You know that he can get a bit frustrated, a bit down on himself sometimes. And if you're going to go for one player in particular, bumping Justin, you might poke the beast a bit, which you don't want to do. But if you can tilt him, that's a key factor.
Well, we're learning more and more about how NRG feel about demos. This one gets pushed down, so FURIA make it an integral part of their game plan, but NRG steal the ball away.
Big 50.
It's kicked out. A lot of space for Garrett. He's going to pitch it up high. Justin's waiting for it, and it's taken away. But it's still NRG possession here. What else do they have?
I like the idea for Justin there. I think he was going for a midfield pass. A big miss off the backboard, and Squishy, the follow-up. A bit of an awkward play off the backboard, and I think we got some screaming going on, and look at the smiles.
Good smiles. Squishy's like, Squishy.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what Squishy's saying, but he'll pick up that goal. Big whiff there from FURIA.
Maybe that scream was from Justin, you know, just to start things off.
I think he's the only one who screams.
Yeah, okay.
Although I'd love to hear Squishy start screaming.
Oh my goodness.
That would be hitting different for sure. NRG get control of the ball again on the kickoff. FURIA trying to set up on defense. Stop hitting the ball back into NRG. Another shot, that one light, turned away. And another 50 moving down the field for Kyle. Trying to break them out, but it's still NRG possession. Look at Justin, forces Card up into the air and pulls it across. See some of the demos to try to force NRG off the ball. They do push back to midfield, Turtle, and Garrett trying to create some more pressure as Card behind the ball now.
Yeah, we've seen some great midfield presence from NRG. They're winning every single challenge. Unfortunately, not that one from Card, and if you win another one, it's not going to go in. Justin almost got it. He had the first save. I'm not even sure how he got a connection on this one from Jan, the double tap, but it just wasn't enough.
The double tap still, it prevented an easier clear from coming out, made the save difficult, and the follow-up is always the most important part of that process. Kyle nailed it.
And that's the key for these teams up against NRG is getting the follow-ups. Of course, NRG, similar to that of V1, their defense, their goal line defense, immaculate. They're going to find a save. More often than not, they will find that touch. So how do you follow it up? Do you get a second shot, maybe a third, maybe a fourth? It's all about destroying and hammering down that defense.
A couple of those touches, NRG were expecting the ball to go one way, but then FURIA would drop it down, go another way. So trying to mix it up, and they get a free rebound, but it's a light shot turned away. Garrett turned across. NRG trying to get set back up on the orange half. Instead, full clear maybe as Justin cuts it out. And a nice catch by Squishy underneath. Stays on it.
And the dunk.
We got the dunk. Squishy squares up. And NRG have tied it.
Squishy all by himself. Look at the first touch. And then the follow-up, keeping the ball close. It's over one player, Kyle. Jan going for a clear. Doesn't find it. Squishy found every angle.
And you saw the neutral hop from Squishy when he jumped off the sidewall to stabilize and get under that ball, not to get too far ahead of it. Keep his speed the same as the ball, and he nailed it for that dunk. Squishy, you talked about it, Turtle. You say he's a lamb boy.
Oh, absolutely.
He's showcasing it now.
And that's a big sign, Joby. Those first touches, whether or not a team is keeping the ball close, can really indicate how they're feeling emotionally and mentally on the field. If you're going for big clears, panic touches, you are nervous. You aren't feeling confident. But for Squishy to go for that, keep the ball close, he's feeling confident and ready to attack. And speaking of attack, here comes Kyle off the midfield pass.
I think Kyle ended up hitting this ball into Jan, I think. Popped off. That's a good pass. Kyle gets the chip. No, it was defended by Squishy. I was like, I don't know how Kyle got that touch again from that angle, but FURIA take the lead
and
again.
they've got a response for every single NRG shot, every NRG goal, and a
Fake
fake
kickoff.
kickoff. What is this going to lead to? Squishy had it red. I like the creativity, though, from FURIA, and it might backfire if Garrett G can win the challenge. He doesn't. Jan in the way, and here they come on offense.
Whoa, he just turns right around.
My
It's a free
goodness.
goal. Nobody's back to defend it. Y'all knew it and just pushed it right back around, drove it straight through.
Oh, and you baited him in. You lost the fake kickoff, and you think NRG are going to capitalize, but then they overextend, and it's a free net just to carry it home.
The Winter Major has taught us anything just from, what, the hour and a half we've been live today, or what? I don't even know how long it's been. It doesn't feel like it's been long at all.
Feels like it's been 10 minutes.
I think anything can happen this week. It's only game one. Maybe we shouldn't get too excited, but that one's going to drop down. Saved again. NRG couldn't find the goal. It's pushed again by Garrett G. Cleared out by Jan. Follow-up good from Card. But NRG got the 2-on-1 now. Justin got the catch. It's in. No touch comes out from the defense. Justin's even confused.
And Justin, he's got some revenge. That initial shot that we just witnessed was too weak, right in the middle of the goalkeeper. Kyle looking for the read, but Justin had the dunk and made sure he could get that 50-50 into the back of the net. They're still trailing by 1 goal, though, Jorby.
When NRG do have control of the ball and they get in those one-on-one scenarios, we saw Squishy with the dunk earlier, Justin cutting off the potential clear there. They really have the right idea where to orient their cars on these one-on-ones against FURIA. It's working out.
They have the control, Jorby. I don't think anybody can argue that against NRG, but when we get on the defensive side of things, they're not winning challenges. Look at Jan in the corner. He won one challenge against Garrett G, and then here comes Kyle winning the 50-50. He gets the follow-up. It's in the midfield. NRG, they can't match him on the challenge game.
It was good recovery by Justin to get onto the back wall. FURIA's rotations are solid again. Jan falls straight back down. Next up is Kyle.
50 win.
We'll just drive through the ball. Rebound is going to be Squishy's, and NRG move down the field again. Plenty of time for 1 goal. Justin low on the back wall, trying to set it up for Garrett. But Squishy actually has to come back around. Garrett's playing real deep. Now he's got a full tank of boost. Garrett G up in front of the box. Off the back wall, can't get the touch. No dunk for Justin, and it's pushed back up. Squishy jumping yesterday to that ball. Wins the 50, but it's still FURIA pushing down the field at the end of regulation. He gets bumped out of the way. Squishy back to Justin. Over 1. Gotta beat 1 more. He got the dunk off the backboard. Shot's not gonna come. Squishy sets up Garrett. 3 players in front for FURIA. Garrett sets it down. Oh! Justin scores! Garrett pops off, and we go to overtime.
Garrett G keeping it in the air for Justin, setting it up. Weaving through the defense. NRG, you can't count them out yet.
That was an excellent transition, opting for control, not panicking under the pressure with under 30 seconds left. Instead, getting that ball to Garrett with a full tank of boost, creating that whole opportunity, and again, the dunks turtle coming into fruition for NRG.
The composure has been there, but we're seeing more composure from Jan right here, but he doesn't win the 50-50. Justin gets the demo, and off an uncharacteristic win on the 50-50 game from NRG, they're back on offense, looking to carry that momentum forward unless Card can get the pass out to Jan. It's stopped, and Squishy's on the dribble.
Pushed out again, Squishy. No chance off the ceiling. FURIA trying to settle down this NRG attack on the transition.
Here we go.
Garrett actually lost the ball there. Justin comes in to clean up. Gets
Gets
2 touches out. They need the
what a
challenge.
win.
They don't
Yes,
get it. Kyle back over to Jan. Tries to drop it down. It's a light touch and a demo. Opens up the net, but they have a chance to spawn and get back up into the air. Here it comes. Justin can't get the shot. Jan gets there in time. Not over.
Double
Garrett,
tap.
1 touch. 2 touches. Goal! NRG steal game 1 from FURIA.
Garrett G putting the team on his back. He's the one who kept the ball in the air, set up Justin, and then he's got space on the backboard, and he punishes everybody on FURIA.
Just that little bit of space that they got, and that big demo to give them the clear downfield, give Garrett the chance, and he nailed it twice. Garrett stepping up big time for NRG.
And they had a slower start, NRG, but that composure, I'm telling you, Jorby, it's been there the whole game. While their defense, it was lacking in a lot of areas. I've been mentioning it all game. They weren't winning 50-50s. Challenge game, I still want to see it be improved for NRG if they want to have a clean series against FURIA.
I mean, at the same time, they're still getting the dunks in front of the box, so I mean, some of those challenges are working.
Right, absolutely. But the 4 goals we're seeing right now from FURIA, it's been a sloppy game, to say the least, but they make it count when they have space. And Garrett G, oh my goodness, what a performance. He's so experienced. How can you not expect him to be calm and know exactly what play to make in those dire situations?
That's the thing. NRG have fought back from being down so many times.
So many.
And I think for FURIA, you know, they lost the mojo that they had in the first half of that game. That all of a sudden the passes became harder. You weren't getting freebies in midfield to pass to your teammates. They were challenged by NRG every time. And maybe NRG didn't straight win that challenge, but it does help relieve that pressure gauge that FURIA are trying to build up.
Yeah.
They have to find a way to regain midfield.
And I have seen Justin, as that game went on, he was initially spaced out very far between his teammates, but as we got deeper and deeper into game one, he was getting closer to Garrett G because he knew Squishy and Garrett G in particular were going for soft touches to give the ball and just drop it off. A little tee up for Justin to carry it away.
Game number 2. 9 goals scored in game 1. And it might be a shootout for the rest of this series. FURIA, I think they played a good game 1, but they'd like something a little bit better. They clearly had that confidence going in, even getting that fake kickoff to really try to drive the nail into NRG in game 1, but just couldn't really find the mark.
We'll see if the ripple effect has been created, though, from Garrett G and his immaculate performance in game number 1. The double tap, keeping the ball up as well to go into OT. We need to see somebody step up in that similar way on the side of FURIA.
Nice touch, card, flip reset pass, but no one wants to bite. Kaio saw it was defended, and Jan's just going to stay on the ground. Let NRG come the whole way out, and he wins the 50, so it works out. Justin trying to get set up. Card wins the next 50. Kaio wanted to beat Garrett to the ball, trying to use that back wall to his advantage. Even a high pop here to make the touch a little more difficult for Garrett, but FURIA really having trouble moving down the field.
NRG hammering that ball off the backboard. Squishy up in the air, forcing somebody to go for it. Justin was going for some bumps. Jan can't get the touch. Here comes Card. It's to nobody, but Jan does cut the rotation early on, but it's a demo from Garrett G. An open net, just doesn't have enough time to get the shot. He had it a little bit off target, but the pressure is still here, and Justin the follow-up, that's gonna do it. The first goal in favor of NRG.
Just every single touch was more pressure in front of FURIA's box, and there was nothing they could do about it. You see slow to the challenge. Yeah. Oh, now all of a sudden, Jan has to turn around, and he's out of position. And Kaio just couldn't get back in time. He was still rotating back from his last challenge, and they were just out of sorts on that play.
This is what everybody was predicting when you saw the matchup. Let's assume at least the 75% that we saw from Twitch chat. That's the type of play that we expected to see from NRG. Winning them in the mechanical game, the speed department, everything in favor for NRG. And FURIA, it's all up to their defense to recover.
Garrett waiting downfield for that pass. He's got it. He did make the touch a little awkward for Card, but a good recovery gets him over Justin. Squishy coming in for the challenge, and still FURIA are facing tons of pressure. Garrett gets up again, but this might be a chance. Jan off the back wall.
Card.
Shot's gonna be there. No, it's off the backboard, and another shot, and FURIA playing rebound simulator, tie it up.
And at first, I didn't know why Card hit this ball so hard, but it makes sense in the end because it was the beautiful setup for Kaio. If Card put that on target into the upper right-hand corner in the same spot, I guarantee you Squishy with that momentum on the rotation would have found a save, but he didn't.
And he was up in the air for it too. He didn't want to end up hitting it into Squishy or even get bumped, which would have reduced the power on his shot.
Such a smart play.
High IQ decision for sure.
Very deliberate as well from FURIA, Jorby.
Now they've been able to reset, because it can't feel good after game 1 where you were up 4-2. And all of a sudden, NRG score 3 unanswered on you, and then get another one at the start of game 2. But look at this flip reset into the demo. Justin doesn't get the touch, though. The dunk doesn't go in. Up is Garrett. He's got to hold this ball as Justin and Squishy. They're going to stay deep in the rotation. Squishy going wide on it. Justin trying to find 2 touches. But now Garrett's actually got a full tank of boost, and FURIA are left kind of scrambling here. They're not really starved for boost, but just don't really.
Best touch.
They're positioning. Here comes Squishy. 2 touches, and it's taken away by Card.
NRG going for very mechanical plays. Might be overthinking it. Squishy wanted the flip reset, but didn't get a good touch. Instead, could have gone for the double tap. Here he is again, over to Garrett G. The pre-jump play, and Card surprisingly had them read, even with the pre-jump.
Another touch out. NRG aren't going to bite too hard, not trying to force challenges where it's not necessarily beneficial to do so.
Here's Squishy.
He's got possession. Full carry.
Oh
Big bump from Garrett. Opens the gate, and NRG have the lead.
Check out the rotation from Garrett G. He's just now landing, and on his way back, 39 boost, finds Kaio in the air, takes him out, and opens the lane for Squishy.
FURIA have to respond now. They have felt A whole lot of pressure from NRG, and another demo as well. NRG know it, and they're really trying to push that pin against FURIA. And that's a good shot, though, off the crossbar, bounces up. It's a freebie in front of the box. Kyle, 2 touches, taken away by Garrett. But the corner, the ball's still free as Jan just drills himself into the defender. Now he's got control. Jan trying to go for the bump, but he drops it off for Card. FURIA strike back.
Jan hovering in the air, looking for the bump. You expect him to continue behind the ball, but instead, he's just gonna try and take out Justin. It didn't even matter in the end because of the speed from Card, and we're all tied up.
FURIA have been able to match them hook for hook in this boxing match. Here's Kyle. Ends up winning the touch on the kickoff. But it's going to be NRG's ball. Back to Garrett. Wins the touch. Does he have a second? He did, but it's off target. And Jan, thankful that he didn't have to defend a double tap from Garrett G.
It's those double taps, Jorby. They are more and more threatening from NRG. That's what ended it before from Garrett G. Jan doesn't find the touch. Garrett G wasn't in position to punish. Justin looking for a demo. But hold on, here comes FURIA.
Oh, maybe a good touch from Squishy. He's got no boost on this play, but got a solid touch to get Garrett the ball. And again, it's Garrett getting in the middle of these touches and pushing the ball forward for NRG. But here comes FURIA to commit.
What is going on?
And Squishy gone, Justin all by himself, and he's deleted. Card, 1 touch, keeps it close, tried to get the read against Garrett. Next up is Kyle, slipped by Garrett. Now around the corner, in front of the box. Where's the shot? It doesn't come. They pulled off, and Jan trying to take that ball away from Justin. Jan's appeared to settle down just a little bit. He's been a bit hoppy, especially on the defensive end, but now trying to dictate the offense.
A couple of scary moments for NRG. Could see another one as FURIA looking to instill some kind of fear on offense, but Justin, a quick interception, and he's got an open net, but it's just in time. Saved by Jan.
Jan just getting back in time, and Card flipping it back over to the side. You see NRG trying to throw the pincer down and squish this FURIA defense, but still FURIA just able to wiggle themselves out of these tight situations. Still NRG are gonna push. Garrett, 1 touch. He's got 2, but it's defended by Kyle. Crunch time for FURIA. They need to get downfield.
What a dunk!
And the
That's
big
all
dunk. Jan flexes the guns with 3 seconds left. They have the lead.
1 dunk in the midfield all by himself. He took the first touch in the corner and absolutely obliterated the last man from NRG to get the 3rd goal, maybe the winning one with 3 seconds left.
Jan absolutely stoic on the cam. Full focus right now, knowing even 3 seconds is enough for NRG to tie it up. Here it comes, Squishy, air dribble over 1. Garrett swings wide, gets 1 touch, but he expected Justin to be there quickly, and he wasn't. FURIA will take game 2.
A painful match from NRG, that 3rd man defense not coming in clutch. We needed to see more from them, and at the end of the day, it just didn't add up to counter out those 50-50s from Jan, and that's what I was talking about. I was harping on it. I knew it would come out eventually. 50-50s, the challenges. Jan not only got that win in the midfield, but it started off with an early touch in his own corner, Jorby, to carry it out.
I just really felt like on defense, that's where it really seemed like his, I don't want to call it nervousness, like I don't want to put, emotions on him that he might not be feeling, but he doesn't usually struggle in these situations. When you watch him play in South America, he is a dominant force on the pitch. He's literally in the center of almost every play. So when he's feeling comfortable, at least on offense, that means big things for FURIA.
And that's the key now, making him feel comfortable here on the stage. We'll take a look at FURIA. They look, like you said, very stoic, very serious, locked in. They're in the zone up against NRG, and was there no emotion from Jan when he got the dunk? That's what I'm wondering.
He was just, it was switched
Nothing.
to the cam and just flat. He's like channeling his best Squishy energy there.
How are you going to dunk NRG, get the winning goal, and just not
Because it's only game 2. You can't lose the focus.
I'm getting hype like Calm out here.
You got to get hype for him, yeah.
Okay, there we go. I'll be his hype man. Even though, I'm not biased out here. I just want to see some good Rocket League, and we've got that so far.
Yeah, I mean, NRG, they're playing really well and trying to take advantage of the space that they have, trying to keep the play small and keep the passes short to create space. FURIA starting to get in front of those challenges a lot more. The big thing I think the question mark is for me, Turtle, is the demo game, the physicality from NRG. Yeah. Do they continue to go to that, and how do FURIA continue to withstand that pressure?
It was working so well when they were executing on those demos and being aggressive with that rotation, moving forward, taking boosts. Kaio off the corner, Squishy, a difficult read, he makes it work. And they're stuck on defense, but Squishy did find the midfield boost, and I am interested what we're going to see out of NRG. Game 1, a little bit different. Game 2, they're still evolving that play style, looking to get comfortable, but right now they have no space to do so because Jan's all over him.
Well, that one dropped out. Kaya was waiting for it. He was hoping for a mistouch. Instead, Squishy's going to get this one as FURIA retreat. Flip reset, only 8 boost, and Kyle gets there quickly. Got to get those quick challenges. Can't allow Squishy to have so much space. Justin in front actually misses the touch. This is going to put some pressure on NRG just off the wall, and Garrett pulls off. There's no one coming. I believe a demo on the back end really thwarted the FURIA offense on that play.
And I thought Gary G knew that there was going to be space after 2 demos came out. Maybe he got confused as to who got demoed, opted to go to his own post, and that ball was simply rolling in front of the NRG net, Gary G, good speed, beating out that defender. Now he's back alone on defense. Justin has to get a touch, but he's nowhere near, and Gary G finds the save, but NRG are put under so much pressure. It's only been the first minute and a half.
Nice move by Justin. Getting up in front, only 9 boost on that challenge. And another demo. This time it was Kyle onto Squishy, but they gotta save it, and Kyle first getting the demo, recovers to get the save, and FURIA get another hard clear right into Jan. Jan off the ceiling. He's got underneath on the flip reset. He doesn't have one more. He drops it down, and it's saved right into Garrett G, just off the backboard, taken away again, and NRG still withstanding the pressure.
And that's back-to-back touches for Garrett G, the guardian angel for NRG, keeping them alive. I'm not sure if he did manage to get that midfield boost. He did, and now they can look to mount something on offense, but they need to get creative. The defense has been holding strong with these clears from FURIA.
Nice touch down the field. The backboard's open. Double touch goal! FURIA have the lead!
Squishy milliseconds behind on his rotation. He had the midfield boost, looking to get a touch off the backboard. Doesn't find it, and Jan, it's under Justin and into the back of the net.
Watch out for NRG, because Jan has come online. He's gotten a lot of opportunities from midfield. Picked the backboard right on the spot where they couldn't get to it.
Oh, there's the demo game, Jorba. You wanted to see it, and it opens up a lane, but it was read by Jan. The man is everywhere on the field.
Another miss there from NRG. Does give Garrett a little bit of space. Opts for the bump, and now the net's open, but somehow Card got back in time for the save. 2 commit for FURIA, but hey, 2's better than 1 if you get a clear like that.
A frustrating game for NRG. There are gaps in the defense, but they aren't able to punish.
Cleared up again to the corner. FURIA, renewed energy here in game number 3.
Garrett.
Push it downfield, but actually that's a shot, and saved again. Card, that's 2 heroic saves to keep FURIA in the lead as we approach the 2-minute mark. Here's another chance, but Squishy gets over top.
Look at the
good cutoff by Jan again,
He's the 3rd man back, Jorba. Jan, in that situation, if he doesn't get a touch, it's over. Garrett G, he's now taking his time in the backfield. Kyle was looking for the bump. He didn't even care about the ball, and Jan pre-jumps Garrett G in the backfield. FURIA, they're reading NRG everywhere, but they're only in the lead by 1. Things have got to shift, and NRG, they can certainly make it possible, but right now we're wondering how, because of this defensive performance out of everyone on FURIA.
Another good 50 from Kyle, even right there, decent enough, but Garrett swings back around, gives up the touch, back over to Justin. NRG trying to flush that ball back into the corners, give themselves a little bit of space, but everyone just a little too relaxed on the rotation. The follow-ups from NRG haven't been close enough, and now it's a rebound taken away. Garrett getting a demo on the backside, Squishy picking up that save. Garrett pushes it up high. But the rest of FURIA is still rotating out, and the explosions will not stop coming. Another demo for FURIA. 2 touches in front of the box, and it's taken away as Garrett tries to push that one out. Justin responds with another demo, and I think we're like a, what do you call it, Turtle? Demolition Derby?
Yeah, we're in Demolition Derby.
Yeah.
We have entered a new mode, a new era, and it might be left wide open. Kyle, the reset. Justin can't get there in time, and it slips in. Security found for FURIA.
You see him come up, give him a nice pat. Nice shot, man. Flip reset and gets the security on the dunk. My goodness, Kyle, that was nuts.
There's nowhere else better you could flip with that reset, Jorby. Nowhere else. There's not even a possible save out of Justin. He's not there in time. FURIA on fire.
NRG, less than a minute to go. Nice flip reset, but again, this time it's Jan picking up the touch. Another one. Kyle picked up a demo on the backside. That means Garrett's the whole way back for this challenge. Picard wins it off the backboard. Justin trying to pull it across, and Jan able to take the ball away from Justin. FURIA getting to every single ball. NRG forced flushed left to right, and they just can't seem to get the beat on the rotation. Finally getting a clear.
Garrett G, he won a 50, but nobody's ready. Jan, upper left corner, he's got space. Finds the 50-50, 15 seconds left. We need something, any sign of life out of NRG. Otherwise, we're looking at match point in favor of FURIA.
Another save, pitched it down the field. There's not enough time left on the clock now. FURIA 1 away from winning their first match of the major.
Dorby, today has been
hits
an
different.
absolute roller
What is
coaster.
going on, man?
I don't know. I literally don't know. And
Detonator won a game. Tokyo Verdy couldn't do that in the fall major. Queso, they were supposed to be the best in the group. Version 1 apparently gonna top that somehow.
Yep. And now we're seeing FURIA almost take down NRG. They're 1 game away. But do not count them out, Dorby. I'm telling you now, don't count them out. I know there's so many fans out there looking at NRG, probably shaking in their chair. But NRG, they clutch out in the last few moments. They've got the ice. They need to show it here, though, for the first time in LA.
Imagine how FURIA fans are feeling right now. This is the team they expected to come out and play in the fall major. When they did all of those scrims in the fall major, they played in the community skirmish that Reynolds had put together. They looked really good, and so people were like, "Oh, FURIA, they're gonna do stuff," and then they underperformed. But this FURIA, this team right now in this match against NRG, where NRG haven't looked bad.
Yeah,
they're getting outplayed right now, at least in game 3.
And they're getting outpaced. You've seen Jan several times just go for pre-jumps. They have no risk fear at all. They don't care if it's a risky play to pre-jump as the third man, to go up for the shot, to find the interception. They know and are aware, FURIA, that they have to go for risky plays like that if they want to beat NRG. You have to put it all on the line, and FURIA, they're willing to do just that.
Well, Jan, he's felt really good, but Garrett, he's been behind a lot of those transitions.
Today. He stepped up.
Yeah, absolutely.
He needs more.
But they can't win those 50s, and they're trying to dictate the pace of the game, but it's so tough when FURIA are getting in front of every challenge. And they're even, FURIA I believe they out-demoed them. I didn't have the demo stat in front of me, but it felt like they were winning the physical battle. And you saw Justin and Garrett really trying to return fire on that, try to keep that rotation stinted, but there was just nothing that they could seem to do in that game. They couldn't get it together. I think it's just, a matter of resetting for NRG. 0-0, 5 minutes. This team is capable of recovering and adapting.
Yeah, and as we reflect now on the previous games, there were chances, there were great moments for NRG that started off with control. FURIA, they're not giving them that same level of control, Jorby. We're still in it to win it for both teams. So much on the line. It's the first series that we've seen, or at least I've seen out of NRG, where they're struggling to match the pace and they can't keep up with the challenges, but do they have a response?
It's taken away again here, FURIA. They have withstood a mountain of pressure from NRG. This one popped up in front of the box, and it will continue. We see NRG, they pull off on the play, don't want to overcommit, don't want to force a challenge where they don't feel like they have control. Instead, they'll wait for Jan to give them the ball and push it forward.
They're starting off on the right foot. Justin, good speed, wins the challenge into the corner. It's given right away to Card. Squishy, this is the follow-up we want. Keep control. It worked out so well in game 1. And now you need to get past at least one player. Squishy can't get the read either, and it's going back into the hands of Kaio.
Protecting his corner boost, and Kaio. We've been talking a lot about Jan, but how about Kaio's challenges? I mean, he has been the facilitator for FURIA to have the pushes that they had. Here's Jan again. He can pop off. Neutral hop to stabilize, and it's taken away by Garrett. Cleared out by Squishy. Kaio almost got caught out. A little bit more powered. Maybe you're talking a goal, but instead it's cleared back downfield.
And it just big clears out of NRG. They're getting hits that are moving forward, but they don't want to push anybody downfield to get that recovery. And maybe they're waiting, on that demo. Squishy, he takes out the third man, and Gary G, he should have some space because of the demo. What does he do? He gets around one player. Now into the corner, could lead to another opportunity, and it's stuffed by Card.
Shot, awkward on the post. His wheels got caught, and he couldn't recover. Suspension broken. And Justin will score.
This might be where the pressure gets to him, and I think Kaio got a little bump on Jan too. Miscommunication, Jan all over the place. You said it yourself, Jorby. The wheels going up that sidewall, flopping into the net. Can't get the save. A frustrating one to give up.
Right off the kickoff. The last 2 games, or at least in game 2, NRG were able to score first, but then FURIA met them with each touch and each goal. You know that they're capable of coming back. They've done it already in this series so far. Big settle for now as FURIA try to push the ball back downfield. Justin gets another clear. NRG, they can hold a 1-goal lead with the best of them, but they would like a second one here. And almost get it. Justin puts it up in front. Jan back on the defense, keeps it close on the flip reset, puts it over, makes it a little difficult for Squishy, but he's up to the challenge for Justin. Justin 2 touches out. They not awkward enough for FURIA. Another pre-flip into the ball for Jan. And NRG doing what we saw them do in game 1.
Right.
Starting to squeeze those corners, force FURIA into awkward situations.
This looks very familiar for NRG. They're getting small first touches that are getting popped out into the midfield, and a player like Justin, he's hovering around, waiting to see how we can make an impact. Maybe beats one player or two. Here he is again, winning a 50-50, and it's allowing much more pressure. GRG then coming in for the shot. Ooh. Squishy on a demo. Working like a well-oiled machine here, Jorby.
And FURIA getting a little anxious on defense as well. You see them turning up the field a little early before the play develops. And you have to be careful. That ball will end up in the back of your net against NRG. Now Jan, last man back for NRG. For FURIA, excuse me. Pitches it to NRG's territory. Maybe a shot underneath and a demo! Kaio scores, FURIA tie!
Card taking out Justin, and Kaio comes through with one of the best accurate shots you could have right outside of the reach from GRG to get the save. It slots in under 2 minutes left, and we're on match point for FURIA.
Card has been doing a lot of the dirty work in this series. We're talking about Kaio's challenges, but Card has definitely prioritized those demos and has come up with those clutch saves as well. Those difficult situations, Card has been able to answer the call, and Jan has just been a force to deal with in front. Justin gets in front of it. He's able to push that ball back down.
Kyle.
Here he comes, 2 touches, actually misses it. And a nice little flip of the scoop.
Yep. Justin, I will say Justin, he looks far superior right now in this game than any other previously. The speed increased, starting to get some solid touches around 1, maybe 2 players. He seemed to be struggling in the previous game, but now is his time to make a difference on the field. He's got space, he's got boost. What's he gonna do? You've got Card coming in, and it's scooped up right off the top of his hood.
Oh!
And a follow-up shot. I was just talking about Justin, but he got absolutely dunked by Jan.
NRG end up mishandling the ball, and it allows FURIA to come in with that challenge. It made it easy for Card to do it. And then Jan's placement, pixel perfect, into the bottom left corner with a minute left, Turtle. FURIA are in position to take down NRG.
Unbelievable, and I thought it was Jan, but it was actually Card who got that dunk. He's the player who started things off and had Justin Red a mile away.
Card flicks this one back to the back wall. Kaio, another catch, a little far away from him. He goes for the dunk, he's got it! Justin dives back, but it's off the backboard. Rebound is Jan. Does he have the second touch? No, it bounces again in front of the box. So much hang time. Where's the challenge for NRG? They finally get there in time. There's no immediate shot comes, but NRG feeling the pressure on the back wall. Goal! Jan again!
Justin nowhere to be found on this challenge. GRG pushed out. Justin rotated back. Didn't expect the bounce. Thought it was going to roll into the corner. And he's given up way too much space to FURIA. A 2-goal lead. And this might be the end of the series. We need to see a lot more from NRG if they want to tie this up.
South American fans, their hearts have to be pumping right now. A 2-goal lead with under 30 seconds to go. Here comes NRG, but it's defended. Kaio picking up the save, but the ball's loose. Justin picks this one up. NRG need any goal, just with any kind of time left. But here comes FURIA. They won't let it happen. Low shot, change up, dunk again! Jan scores 3 in a row and putting FURIA on his back.
GRG, he found the save after the recovery, but Jan, why are you still going for the dunk? I have no idea, but it works out, Jorby. Jan, the menace, the monster on the field. That has got to be it. The game over. There's no way NRG have what it takes to get back into this.
The 10 seconds are merely a formality.
What?
FURIA start out in the best way possible with their first match win against NRG and have put themselves in a position to contend for this group.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
There was no screaming?
Yeah.
There's no, oh, there it is. Okay, I'm happy.
They're pumped that. Look at that smile.
It's just expected from them.
Yeah.
It's expected.
That's how good we are.
This is insane. I don't know what's happening today. All the matches I have casted have just been insane, Jordan.